Hello, Leo, and welcome. If you are a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, then this reading is for you. If you are new here, my name is Tree Cat, and this is Tree Cat Tarot. I do monthly zodiac reads. Why is that? Oh, okay. Never mind that. But no, I do monthly zodiac reads, and it is my humble opinion that you get your best read when you look at all three your rising moon sign and sun sign. So make sure to click over to all of those. If you are unsure what your rising and moon sign is, you can always go to any site that offers a free natal chart reading, plug in your information. You just need your date of birth, location of birth, and you're going to need your time for your rising sign. If you don't know your time of birth, you can still get your moon sign. And that is still more comprehensive than what just your sun sign would have been. And you basically just go to all the reads, you take a listen, use your discernment, because only you know your situation as well as you do. I am just reading general energy, right? So, if that all resonates with you, welcome. As soon as I am done shuffling all of these oracle cards, we're going to pick a few for you. We're going to do some oracle cards to look at your general month of February. We're going to draw some tarot to get more details on your general month of February. And then we're also going to use the tarot to take a look at your love and relationships, career and finances, and health and spirituality. All right. So let's go ahead and start pulling out some oracle for you. I'm in a calm, positive vibe with this collective, which I mean, obviously, you should be feeling, that's too many cards. You should be feeling calm and positive. I mean, you're Leo, for God's sake, right? Like you are the creator of your reality, and I feel like no other sign knows that like you know that. Okay, so you have two cards here. That's fine. I can live with that. So we have card number 24, New Beginnings. Take a fresh look at life. We have all these rabbits here, and we have that egg. So this card really makes me think about if you're a Christian or you follow Judaic religions, Easter. The other thing it makes me think of if you follow more pagan religions is Astra, which occurs in the same season. And Astra is about the coming of spring and all the new beginnings that come with that. So for you, you might see a forecast of what spring will bring you in February. Any changes that you observe in February might be reflective of larger things that are coming in springtime for you. The other card we have here is connection. We are all connected. We have the number 7 here. There's some birds. Birds are another thing that I strongly associate with springtime. And then we also have the Aquarius symbol, the Gemini symbol, and the Libra symbol here. I feel like if an air sign, if any one of those is another part of your big three, I strongly encourage you to go ahead and take a look at that video. The other thing is if you're simply quite familiar with your own chart, you might want to just pay more attention to where in your chart you have Aquarius, Libra, and or Gemini for the month of February. One of those signs could be very significant to you at this time. There's a lot of green in both of these cards, I feel like. So green could be a very important color for you at this time. It could be representative of your heart chakra. Maybe you need to work on that right now, but let's get some more cards and see what else we have here. So the scenario card that we have for you that's coming out for February. What is Leo's scenario in February? Okay. We have, why am I even asking this deck for guidance? Blank would be a better use of my time. Okay, so maybe you're somebody who normally doesn't watch these kinds of videos. Maybe tarot and astrology and all the woo-woo shit isn't necessarily your shit. But you're over here, you clicked on it for some reason. Maybe you clicked on it because of this plushie over here. You're like, hey, that's a lion. I'm a lion. Let's just watch this video. I don't know. I'm not you. I'm just channeling. So what? I almost missed that. A big ass cup of coffee. I mean, where's the lie, right? Like I think a big ass cup of coffee every day is a great use of anybody's time. So maybe you're needing to kick back into your energy, kick back into gear at this time, and you're really needing to make sure that you stay caffeinated so you can stay focused and you can continue because the show must go on, right? So let's see what else we have here for you. This is so far like very pleasant. And I enjoy that. I love that for you. So, what do we have for Leo Spirit? What do we have? Woo! Did you see that flag? We have lilies. That is card number 30. So as far as numbers, the 7th and the 24th can also be significant dates in February for you. Obviously, the 30th isn't a date in February. Sorry, but it's not. So the number could still be significant to you. And I feel like, see, we have more of this green with the lily pads. So this card talks about the Frog Prince. Maybe you're a really big fan of that story or of Princess and the Frog by Disney. Lilies, however, is about being content and contentfully waiting for something to occur. Being solid within yourself and simply knowing things are going to work out. And yeah, like I said earlier, I do feel just this calm, positive energy with your sign right now, and that's fantastic. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot and find out like what specifically is going on, because like we have some symbols here. We have the advice to keep your ass caffeinated, but what else? Like what else is going on at this time? Also, lotuses could be a symbol for you. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, I'll take all of it. Okay, so we have the Five of Fire, which is the Five of Wands. We have the Ten of Air in the reverse, and we have the Four of Air in the reverse. Okay. So maybe your Zen isn't as well founded as I had originally thought. Because the Five of Fire is it's competing goals, it's disagreements with other people, actually getting into arguments with other people. And I could definitely see you putting up a big fight. What I don't quite see is you choosing peace over. I mean, choosing peace is always good, don't get me wrong. But what I have a hard time seeing with a Leo is choosing peace over simply saying, F it, I'll go my own path, right? So we have the Fire of Fire here. We also have the Ten of Air in the reverse. The Ten of Air in the reverse talks about not ending a painful situation, avoidance. So there's something that you are avoiding, and maybe that's why you're kind of in a sit and wait energy. With the Four of Air in reverse here, it's again like the feeling of you need to take action. The time of resting is over, the time of just chilling, seeing how things play out, that's all over. So it could be the reason that you're in this super, like, whatever, calm, passive energy is because the situation has drained you quite a bit. And maybe the thought of ending whatever the situation is even more draining than what you even want to think about. But the problem, Leo, is that things don't typically just go away. If you ignore a problem, it only gets bigger. It doesn't just suddenly disappear, right? So I feel like I keep losing my voice with your reading. Like, that's the other thing I'm noticing. Maybe you feel like you don't have a voice, or maybe you feel like you're just kind of sick of talking, you're sick of arguing. Um, so yeah, February looks like you definitely need to be taking action here. And I feel like taking action is what's going to actually bring you the new beginning. Maybe you're having a hard time having compassion for yourself at this time. And that's why I'm seeing all this green, which does refer to the heart chakra. Sometimes it's not other people that we have trouble opening our hearts to, sometimes it's ourselves. And when we have trouble choosing ourselves, we're going to continue to stay in situations that aren't ideal for us or even good for us. And we're going to just kind of be avoidant of addressing it. Let's go ahead and actually just move over to the other three portions of the reading. I feel like yours is going to be one of those readings where everything is connected and we'll have a better idea of what's going on. So, love and relationships for Leo, please. Love and relationships in February for Leo. Okay. Okay, so we have the Seven of Fire here, and we have the Nine of Earth in the reverse. So the Seven of Fire is being on the defensive, typically having to defend things which you have achieved or things which you possess and or value. Nine of Pentacles or Nine of Earth in the reverse is someone who is in a place of dependence rather than in a place of self-sufficiency. So I swear to you, I was not doing that with the previous readings. Um, if you and your partner live with other people, I feel like that's what the cards are referring to in terms of something that's coming to a head, and it's coming to a head very fast. And you need to do something about it. You and your partner might live with family or have extra family living with you because it makes it easier to pay the bills. It could be that It could be that other people are dependent on you, but I feel like the dependence is kind of coming from you. Um, or at least you feel that you would have a harder time providing for yourself and your partner or paying the bills without other people helping you out. But I feel like you're either defending your relationship a lot in February, you're either defending your relationship, or it is relationships with other people who you are somewhat dependent on that has you on the defensive. And in my personal opinion, in my personal experiences, coming from a place where I have had to depend on people who I felt very defensive towards, and it was because I depended on them so much that I always struggled to end the connection or end the dynamic or change it in any fashion. Never ever was it worth my peace or my mental health. So I feel like Spirit is challenging you to become more, if it is the case that you are dependent on someone that you do not get along with very well, Spirit is challenging you at this time to go ahead and assert more of your independence so you can break away from the dynamic, or at least change the dynamic so that you can have more peace. And further, it would simply be another evolution of self to have more independence. When I look at this card, she's smiling, right? She is up on her dragon, she is smiling, and these other wands aren't even reaching her. So, you going ahead and asserting your independence, saying enough is enough, things are not going to continue this way. If they are, you're out. It's going to go fine. Like, it's not going to be catastrophic for you. So, I do see that in February, you're going to be able to actually end whatever the conflict is. And maybe that's why you're in a calm energy, because right now you're not doing anything about the situation, but you know in February you're going to. You know something changes in February where you can change the situation. You're just kind of biding your time and trying to have as much peace as you can possibly have in the interim before you have to have what could be a large blowout, right? So let's move on to your career and finances to see what else we have here for you. I think yours is going to be the shortest reading. Yeah, and I feel like I can talk better now. I feel like I'm having an easier time speaking. Okay, so here we have the Empress, card number 3, and we have the Queen of Earth for your financial part. So the Empress is this incredibly creative energy. She can create whatever she wants out of essentially nothing. She's associated with Taurus energy, but I also personally associate her with Cancer energy because she's a very, very feminine energy. The Queen of Earth is also an incredibly feminine energy, and both of these are highly abundant energies. There is going to be abundance that you get to experience in the month of February, but it's going to require you to think somewhat outside of the box in order to have this independence. Um, or this abundance, I'm sorry. Well, the abundance might lead to independence, but yeah, you are being asked to think outside the box a little bit about your financial situation in order to make it better. And you are being asked to tap into your own creativity because the Queen of Earth is also a creative energy. If you tap into your creativity and you harness it and you just go forth, you're going to get back what you put into it times 10 or maybe times 3. Um, Also, Archangel Gabriel could be like, if you resonate with angels, Archangel Gabriel could be an angel for you to call on in this time to help guide you or to at least help protect you. So this is great news right here. Yucky Bucky Fruitcake by Dochi is playing right now. I could see you totally being into that song, and the song is, I really enjoy it. It's super creative and it's super vulnerable isn't the right word for it, but it's very honest. And it's just this total owning of Dochi as a person and the experiences that has gotten them where they are, the experiences that have built them for better or for worse, and a total owning of who they are as a person. I feel like that's a song that you should go ahead and at least check out. If nothing else, you'll enjoy it, you know. So let's see what we have for you for health and spirituality. Yeah, this is easily going to be the shortest reading I do. So we have release, which is the death card. This is Scorpio energy. And no, death does not mean someone's going to die. It just means there's going to be a death in the way that you do things or go about things. And then we have the Queen of Water. We have a lot of feminine energy here. So release, that's Archangel Azrael. And then the Queen of Water. So there's going to be a lot of emotional healing at this time, I feel like. And I honestly want to say the emotional healing might be largely related to emotional intimacy. It might be through letting go and shedding. You might need to let go of past things in order to reach this level of healing. Like it might be that maybe the person that you are highly dependent upon and you two are constantly fighting or something, you're always on the defensive. You'll be able to have a large discussion about it, and then at the end there will be healing, or at the very least there will be healing for you. But letting go of the past, letting go of past transgressions. The other thing I'm getting highly, maybe this release and this letting go doesn't actually have anything to do directly with the person that you are not getting along with at this time. I did in the beginning kind of get a feeling of it's you and a partner, kind of in this us against the world energy. I felt that a little bit. Maybe after everything is done towards the end of February, you can then let go of that situation. You and your partner can let go of that situation, and you two can move forward as a couple and practicing more intimacy as a couple. You know what I'm saying when I say that, but practicing more intimacy as a couple helps you to go ahead and reach healing, reconnect as a couple. The other thing too, we have 30, 3, 13. Threes are really coming out. So 3 could be a very significant number for you at this time. 3 also talks about the Holy Trinity, if that is your bag, but it also talks about the Triple Goddess, if that is instead your bag. Threes are also largely associated with, I want to say the Fibonacci sequence, but don't like quote me on that. Hmm. I feel like one of these dates is a full moon. I feel like the 24th here is the full moon. And the full moon is really good for releasing. Like, that's a great use of that energy. I feel like that is all. Yeah, I feel like that's all I have for you. That's all that's coming through really strongly. So, with that being said, thank you for coming to your reading, Leo. I know it was quite short. If you want a little bit more, like I said earlier, go ahead and check out the other signs that are in your big three to get a fuller look at what your February is going to look at, look like, what your February is going to look like. Um, That was confirmation from my cat, if you heard him. He also highly suggests that you go and look at the rest of your big three. Okay? So that's all I have for you. Have a happy February, Leo. It's going to be fine. It looks like it's going to be a tiny bit of drama, but in the end, everything's going to be fine. And you're going to evolve greatly and have abundance from what transgresses over the course of that month. Okay? If you want a little bit, hi Finn, my goodness. If you want a little bit more guidance as to the month of February, I do offer personal reads. There will be a link to my calendar and my schedule in the description box. You just set that up. And we do them either in person or over Facebook. If neither of those will work for you, send me your phone number and I will text you and we will figure something out, right? So, thank you so much and have a happy February. Be good, be safe, and love and light to you. Bye.